Genesis 41:16. And Joseph answered Pharaoh, saying, It is not in me. God shall give Pharaoh an answer of peace. I love this verse because Joseph, a Hebrew, is a bit of a backstory for anyone who doesn't know Jesus, or not Joseph. For anyone who doesn't know Joseph, it's a bit of a backstory. Essentially, he's a Hebrew who was sold into slavery into Egypt, and then he was falsely accused and thrown in prison and earned a reputation as an interpreter of dreams. And eventually word reached Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, except Pharaoh had a dream, and then Pharaoh called Joseph to interpret the dream, and then Joseph answered, It is not in me. God will give Pharaoh an interpretation of peace. Joseph constantly turned the attention back to where it needed to be, gave glory to the only one who could truly interpret dreams, the only one who could help Joseph interpret those dreams, even in a pagan land that knew nothing of God. Joseph still made sure that they knew he had no power. Everything he interpreted came from God. Welcome back to Into the Westerley. In this episode, we're going to be working on more of the wall. Again, as much of the wall as we can do. Also over there is that beacon. Been talking with the other Greenleys. We're planning on flattening this mountain a little bit. Don't think it's going to get quite to that level, but it's going to be small. It's going to be lower than that. And so I did that off camera a bit yesterday before I started recording. I did some digging. I replenished my supply of stone because that was running low, and because I need a lot of stone. I used a lot here. I'm going to need a lot more for the rest of the wall. So yeah, we'll start out with a time lapse of me building that tower right there. The one that hang on, let me position my sword right there. Tip my sword's in it right there. That tower right there is where we're going to start. Time lapse. A lot of time lapses for now. Building Fort Greenleys still. It is finally finished. Got the wall all done. I only had that bit to do over there left. And this video is kind of a bit of an explanation, which I've said before. I feel like I need to be more original or varied. I don't know. Anyway, so what happened was, as I was building, and there's a much easier way to do this, I got to like here-ish, I think. Got to like here, and then I was like, maybe it was further, I'm not really sure. Didn't get super far, and then I thought, I don't want to record everything that's going on here, because people are just going to get bored of watching like a 10-minute time-lapse of me just doing the same thing interchange. Tower, wall, tower, wall, tower, wall, tower, wall, tower, wall, tower, wall. And so I stopped recording, and then I got carried away, and I finished the wall. So you can see here, I've got the entire wall, entire outer wall of Fort Greenlee finished. Well, I mean, it's not fully finished because I still need to work on the inside of the towers, which I am planning on making, giving like stairs, and there's going to be doors at the bottom of each of the towers, and there's going to be doors up at the top on the wall so people can come, so guards and such can come out onto the wall. So that still needs to be done, but I'm not doing that in this episode. Honestly, I'm not doing much else because I just finished the wall like an hour and a half before I would normally post a video. So I'm actually going, and I haven't even gotten recording this footage now. I haven't even edited it down to where it's in the video. And then I need to find how I'm going to do the time lapse exactly, because I have the time lapse. I need to decide what music I want to put to it. And anyway, but enough about that. I actually want to show you my shop. I don't think it was in the last video. I don't remember it being in the last video. My shop, my little wither rose shop that went from a tower to a buried tower. That went from a tower that moved around to a buried tower to a little stall. It is now a stall, a wither rose shop. But then I did some things. Well, let me show you. Let me show you. In the bottom of the Keep of Anointment, somebody left the door open. That annoys my OCD. I mean, it's not like diagnosed or anything. I haven't gone to a therapist to be like, you have OCD. But just from like a professionally unprofessional opinion, I have OCD. I'll be honest, if I were to go to a therapist, I feel like I'd probably be diagnosed with like OCD. Well, he died recently. They both. I'm gonna take that stuff. I like arrows and bones and rotten flesh, as you know, whatever. Anyway, I'd probably get diagnosed with like OCD and autism. Here it is. Here's my shop. Jerry's junk drawer. Why did I open that? There was no point to opening that. Well, anyway, these are my wither roses. They don't sell much, but that makes sense because it's a wither rose. You don't need wither roses for everything. I also am now selling music discs because I built a music disc farm just because I wanted to have all of the music discs. So I built a farm. And then when I got them all, I had a bunch of extras. I was like, what am I going to do? Well, I took some to the Saltshaw Tavern because they mentioned... Hang on. Nope, not that one. Got a Shreep. They mentioned at the Saltshaw... I saw something at the Saltshaw Tavern where someone was like, you know, put extra music discs in here if you have any you're willing to spare or something like that. And I had a ton of extras, so I just put one of each in there. And then the rest of them I threw in here to sell. And I have sold a few music discs, but you know, none of this stuff sells well. But that's fine. I'm not really that worried about it. I have plenty of diamonds. I'm not hurting for diamonds, and I don't spend them very much anyway. But look at the shopping district where it's going. We got, you know, I think this was Rico's. He's got his wool shop, Sonny's food shop, which I have never purchased from because I have my golden carrots that I grew and then I harvested, and then my gold farm helped make more gold carrots, and anyway. And Snoopers put up I think it was Snoopers. Somebody put up a Prismarine shop. This is just free. Whoa. I might take some of that. So yeah, Prismarine shop. I want to take some of those. Don't tell anyone I said that. Phoebe's flower shop. That's pretty obvious. Can you read? Phoebe's flowers. There you go. And she's got the... Oh, that's just storage. Okay, those aren't for sale. Yeah, that's all just storage. And then there's these that are for sale, and she's got different prices for like these are the common stuff, 1 diamond for like 16 flowers, but a mix and match, which is really cool. These are 2 diamonds for 16 flowers, and 3 diamonds for 16 flowers, and then these are just 2 diamonds for 4 because they're harder to get, I assume. I know the spore blossoms are harder to get. I don't know about those. I don't have any experience with the lilies of the valley. Somebody's set up a fireworks shop, fireworks, and selling gunpowder as well. I'll be honest, if I had to guess, I'm going to say that's Disco's, because if I'm not mistaken, he's the one with the, that did nothing. I feel like Grian. Oh, they're everywhere. I gotta stop. My goodness. Anyway, he's the one with the creeper farm, if I'm not mistaken. Captain Seawalker here. He's selling... Not in that barrel. In here, he's selling books. I don't need any of them at the moment, but yeah, that's a thing. Somebody's over here. Floating stick. Somebody's building something over here. I don't know. Captain's charts and books. Okay, so this is Captain Seawalker's. Depth Strider 3, Sharpens 5, Infinity, and Sweeping Edge. Have these got anything in them yet? No. Seeing they don't. Alright. Go Mending, Unbreaking. What? 3? That's what's going on here. He's getting his bookshop all set up. What's up in here? Who cares? That's probably for employees only, and I'm not an employee, so I'm out. Oh, all these... I just want to press every single one, but I'm not going to, because I'm not Grian. I'm not Grian. Hehehe. I finished the backs of my builds. Get called out. I'm not scared of him. He can't do anything. Besides the fact, there's no animosity. I like him. He's fun to watch. Also, he's the creator of the Life series, and the Life series is fun to watch too. And there's this here. I think Jay's the one who's doing this. Yeah, Jay. Jay's doing tridents. What's that? Oh, check this out. I came into the shop. This shop at one point to see what was going on, and I decided to go into the employees only place, and I opened this door, okay, and for some reason I decided to open that one too. Oh, it's gone! Oh man, there was a sign with a Rickroll on it. Oh, somebody took out that sign. That was awesome. I laughed so hard when I discovered that, and I wish I'd been recording because that would have been great. Whoa. Okay. I don't need it at the moment. I'm not making a bunch of journals or anything. So yeah, that's what's been going on. Fort Greenlee's wall is finished. Outer wall. Now I still need to, flatten this out, and I do plan on flattening it out. Oh, look at that, JFigsy just posted. Anyway, planning on flattening this land a bit because it's right on the same level as that bit of the wall, and I want it to be lower. This is going to be getting demolished, and the stair bit that's under this, that might stay. I'm really not sure. The area down there is staying, but that tower might get smaller. Might get incorporated into the castle, not entirely sure. And this is going to go. This house is going to go. The time machine... Sunny and I conversed about, I think it was in the last video this happened, where Sunny and I talked about moving it, and I mentioned that maybe I'm going to, I think I'm not going to, I think I'm going to leave it here. The lore behind it is what? If you've watched JFigsy's video where Jerry appears for the first time, Jerry fights off a wither, touches a wither star, and gets teleported through time 500 years. So, this time machine is what Jerry originally came into that time 500 years before now. So, this thing's been sitting here for 500 years, which I mentioned to Sonny. So my thought was what? When Jerry disappeared after the Wither fight, everyone assumed he had died fighting the Wither, and his body had maybe turned into a Wither Rose or something. He had killed the Wither, but he had also died in the process. So my thought was, they turn this time machine, since no one knows how to work it, because he's from the way far future, no one knows how to work this thing, they turn it into a memorial for Jerry, and then it gets like covered up, built over top of it, becomes like a crypt under the castle, or a hidden room or something under the castle that is going to be inside the wall here of Fort Greenlee. So that's what's going to be going on with that. And I'm going to tear down this whole house. I'm going to move my cat. There's no point in this being here anymore. I'm going to move Mittens here eventually. Hello, Mittens. Hello, Mittens. My good guy just waited. Sorry. No, I'm not sorry. I love my kitty cats. I have some in real life. One of them's like 20 plus years old, dude. This cat has been around for a while. We have had cats and dogs come and go in this house, but there's this one cat that just keeps on living. He's immortal, I'm telling you. So that's what's going on, but before I get to all that, and this is going to be something for the next episode, it's not going to be happening in this, I'm going to move that so you're not constantly zipping in and out, because that would get annoying. Anyway, I'm going to be building a house, sort of like a little, down in my bunker here, I'm going to be building a room, digging out, decorating a room for someone to live in. You know, with the bed and the, bookshelves, and there's going to be a heater. It's not a fireplace because, well, first of all, high-tech. Second, chimney would, that would be a big chimney, very dangerous chimney. Anyway, so it's going to be like a high-tech heater, keeps things, like a thermostat. What am I talking about? It could be a thermostat. Anyway, so that's what I'm going to be doing. I haven't quite decided where exactly I'm going to dig it out. I'm thinking it's going to be right here near the entrance. My room. Maybe I'll do it here. Mark it off. Alright, this is, you know what? What am I? This is where my room is going to be. Where I'm going to dig out my room is going to go. It's going to be a bit of a long hallway. Not a massive hallway or anything, but it's going to be a bit long. And I'm going to dig out a room for me and for Mittens. And eventually I'm going to make like a underground farm thing for like a little chicken farm and maybe for growing some crops. That one's going to be a big room and or a multi-leveled room. But at the moment, that's it for this video. So, really short for a couple reasons. One, I quit recording because I figured y'all would get bored, and then I got carried away and built the whole wall. Another thing, just started college classes, which happen at night. So anyway, y'all did not need to know that. Anyway, just started college. Last year of college back up, so that's gonna affect size of videos. It might affect amount. It might affect amount of videos that I post. I don't want it to, but it might. Could very well. Anyway, that's all for now. Hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, you know what to do. And see you later. Until we meet again in time.